Welcome to Gamescom. We're here on the very, very loud consumer floor to take a look at the incredible adventures of Van Helsing. And I'm going to say right now, before we go any further, it's really loud here, so we may have to repeat a few questions. So I'm here with Orshi, who is going to introduce herself and tell us a bit more about the game.
Hi, I'm Orshi Atot from Neocore Games, and you're seeing the incredible adventures of Van Helsing, an action RPG that is set in a fantasy world called Borgovia. And it's a gothic noir universe resembling a little bit of steampunk. And you're taking on the role of young Van Helsing, son of the legendary vampire hunter. Because in Borgovia, there's a scientist who wants to bring Borgovia to a new scientific age. And now he's gone mad, and his creatures have started to kill people. So it's not even good for the vampires. So the vampires themselves called their arch enemy Van Helsing back. But he's already too old, so he sends his son. So that's basically the background of the game. Okay,
so I'm noticing a lot of colored drops already.
Yes.
It seems like there's a lot of loot.
Yeah, in this game you hack and slash and shoot and loot. Yeah, there's a lot of loot. There's different kind of loot, normal loot and magical items, rare items and set items as well.
Can you tell us a bit more about the set items?
Well, not yet, because we don't really have too much. It's just pre-alpha yet.
Okay, can you tell us a bit more about the items in general then? Types and stats?
Yeah, of course. You have different types of items like trinkets, amulets and rings. And you also have armor types like cape, armor, belt, hat, boots and gloves. And you also have weapons, a sword and a pistol. And you can also collect trophies that you can use to decorate your hunter's lair.
Okay, can you tell us a bit more about the lair?
About the hunter's lair?
Yes.
So this is a place where you can return to learn alchemy and forge new items, enchant new items, or combine essences, and so on and so on.
Okay.
This is your secret lair.
What about the stats that we're seeing on items?
Yeah, for example, a very important stat is the essence capacity. That means that you can enchant different kind of items, and as long as there's a capacity for it, you can enchant more and more essences into the items. And also weapons. At the weapons you can see the damage statistics. At the armor types you can see the armor statistics, and so on and so on. And of course there are some magical extras.
Okay, so are we looking at just a single player game, or will there be co-op?
So right now it's single player, but we will have a 4-player co-op for the campaign.
Okay, and the whole campaign will be up to 4 players then?
Excuse me?
The whole campaign will be up to 4 players?
That's correct, yes.
What kind of length are you looking at for the campaign? Length for the campaign.
What kind of what?
Length, time for the campaign, how long?
Yeah, it's going to be about 7 to 10 hours.
Okay.
And actually it's going to be the first part of a trilogy, because from the very first moment we planned this to be a trilogy.
Okay. What about replayability then? With a game 10 hours long, will we play through it multiple times, or?
Well, we will have different difficulty levels, and the hardest difficulty will be hardcore, so you can dive for real. I mean, so you won't be able to resurrect for gold. And in the hardcore mode, you will get a lot of better loot. So the best loot type will be only available on the hardest difficulty level. That only unlocks if you have completed the game once.
Okay, what about skills and talents? Can you tell us a bit more about those?
Yes, we have 3 different skill trees. One for melee skills. You can activate it with a K. Yeah, that's correct. So we have 3 different skill trees, one for melee weapons, ranged weapons, and one for magic spells. And you are starting the game as young Van Helsing, so that's the only character, but you are the one who decides which way you want to develop your character. So if you want to make a slashing machine, it's your decision. But if you want to make him a magician, you can do that as well. So that's also about replayability.
Okay. What about a maximum level? What is the max level?
The story is very important in the game. It will be very strong. So there's no level cap. But as you're completing the story, you won't be able to max out all skills. So there's no level cap.
Okay. Do you want to tell people where they can find out a bit more about the game, like a website address?
Yeah, we have a Facebook, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
So you can find us on Facebook at Fun Helsing, the game, simply.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for letting us look at your game.
Many thanks for coming.
Thank you.